Welcome, everybody. Good evening. So, I expected everybody to be here by 7, but you guys are coming late. But welcome, anyways. Well, let's start the program. This is 7:02. You guys all know me. My name is Jennifer Omejo, and I am the operations officer at Programmify and also the co founder of Programmify. I mentor the Pulse team. So, here with us, we have Haz. Has, please. I wanted to ask you this question here. I wanted to ask you if it's Hassan or just Has.
Yeah, so yeah, my name is Hassan, and but everyone calls me Has, so you can call me either or. I have no problem with either or. So yeah, my name is Hassan.
Okay. Well, we have Hassan here from from the US last week. So last week after Eliana spoke with us, he chatted me up and said he wanted to talk to our community, speak to them. So he said it would be a very good idea because we are looking for people that will come and motivate our community. So here, thank you so much for coming, Has. We really appreciate. I've been taking you, and we're happy to see you.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you guys? I hope everybody's doing well. Just like Jennifer said, my name is Hassan. I'm an entrepreneur, former athlete, and I am in the tech space, AI space. I have a company called All Dream Sports and also NILAB.ai. And through AI, we help athletes brand themselves and become personal brands and make money through social media marketing. So I thought it was a good idea to speak to you guys as you guys are interns and you guys are builders. And I didn't start in tech, but I am here now. And I wanted to talk about the story of why it's important to build yourself as a personal brand in order to help yourself become more effective, to build your SaaS by building in public and making more money, right? Because for me, and I have my screen shared, so I'll this right here. Can everybody see this? So I put together this short presentation. It's called From Court to Code. Um, and basically it's because how your story becomes your actual superpower. Um, because that's what happened for me, right? I went from being a basketball player, and that was my life all the way until I was cut from my pro team in Argentina, and I had to build something for myself outside of basketball. And we'll go through this, and I put together this little presentation for you guys, and I hope you guys have some questions and answer, some questions, and we can kind of talk through this by the end of this presentation. And I hope you guys get a lot of value from this. All right, this is me. Like I said, I was a basketball player, so you can kind of look at me right here as an intern, right? Just like you guys are. I was interning to become a Division I basketball player, which is the highest level in college basketball. And ultimately, the goal was to become an NBA player, play professional in order to provide for my family. Okay. So for me, I wrote, you know, you guys build code, you guys build code for machines, and I build stories for people, right? It's sort of the same thing. The message of this is the rewards is you have to build something, whether it is code or community, in order to be effective in the world, right? Code, I believe, runs the world. Building community and story is the outliers that helps that code be more effective. All right. Um, and building community now is more important, and your unique story is very important. All right. So I'm going to get into the era of unlimited opportunities that we live in right now. Right now, I am in New York, and you guys are in the continent, and I think you guys are some other places. And it's never been better to connect and create in this world. You know, with AI, tech, and vibe coding, and all of the tools that we have. It's never been a better time in the world to do what we're doing, right? Um, you don't need permission anymore. You don't need venture capital anymore. You just need the internet and you need your network. Example, I come from a very small town in New York called Buffalo, and I went from that small town to having partnerships with NFL teams, NHL teams, and celebrities that you possibly know about, right? Once it was impossible to do that, and now it is possible because we are all so connected by the internet and by these opportunities. Okay, so we are in the era of opportunities, and first mindset, you should know that, right? You should know that you're not limited to where you are, no matter where you are in the world. All right. Um, Now I want to get into the power of your story because a lot of people, um, a lot of us, we say, well, what's the value that we have? If I was, when I was a young player, I said, well, I don't have that much experience. Um, how can I actually add value to other players maybe younger than me or other players that are above me, right? But what that became to be is I was crafting my story as I was going along. And your story is actually your greatest asset. It builds trust faster than any credentials that you can have, right? And I say that because all of us have a unique story that cannot be duplicated. That is our unique superpower, honestly. So as you guys are building companies and SaaS products, you should be documenting your progress and you should be building it in public because the currency is not the perfection, it's also the mistakes, right? Because others are going to learn from you. It just builds a lot of authenticity. All right. Your story becomes the bridge between where you are and where the opportunity lives. All right. And storytelling is a folktale. And that's why I use this picture right here, because the world revolves around story, right? Whether it's in music, it's mostly a story. Whether it's in television, it's mostly a story. Whether it's in social media, the great storytellers, um, they, they communicate their message very, very well. But it all starts from stories, and your superpower is your own unique story and what value you bring to uh, to the space or to the world. Okay, within your products. Um, I want to talk about brand building because even if you're not an influencer, which I believe everyone should be trying to get to have some type of influence. Okay. Um, Even though you guys are, coders, I think things are changing completely where you need to be the face of your company and what you're building, at least a small bit. If you don't feel comfortable, because some people don't feel comfortable being on camera and things like that, but I think it's an asset if you can do that, right? And if you are building that way, okay. Um, and what is a brand? Like, a brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room, right? We can just say, use an example, like Nike is a brand. What are we talking about Nike when it's no commercial? All right. Uh, you don't necessarily need a bunch of followers in this. You just need clarity of what you actually are doing and what you're actually building, right? And I think that goes a long way. All right. So along the way in building in public, as you're building your brand, show what you're learning and what you stand for. It just, we're all looking for customers. We're all looking to build these SaaS products and things like that. It just builds your authenticity when you're showing what you're learning and also what you stand for, right? Build visibility around your message. Me personally, I'm building my company around everything that I've learned in 20 years of being an entrepreneur and an athlete, right? And I've documented 20 years of videos and footage of that journey. And that just helps me in onboarding customers because they know I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I've helped multiple athletes build brand. I've helped brands as well. So that building that visibility and also your message, it just creates a lot of authenticity. All right. Now I'll go into the belief and confidence because I believe this is very key. This is very key. Anything you're doing, you have to have a lot of belief and a lot of confidence. Before anyone believes in you, you must believe in yourself, and that's why I use this picture of this runner, because it's just imagine this runner is, he's at the start, and he's having questions about, is he going to win this race, right? 9 times out of 10, he might not do well, but he believes he's determined he's going to win this race. Confidence equals keeping promises to yourself, which is so important, right? When you say you're going to do something, the first person you need to prove that to is to yourself. It's just for me, again, it's this is something that every single day I'm installing into myself every single day, right? Because entrepreneurship is very hard. It's so hard. It's such a hard thing to build a company. And I think people, I think a lot of people just think it's I think entrepreneurship right now is kind of like it's something that's looked at as a great thing and you can make a lot of money. However, entrepreneurship is so hard and you have to believe in yourself because it's going to come a time where you're going to be like, should I quit? And if your purpose of what you're trying to build is not bigger than what if it's just about money, you will quit. And that's why, I say, like, you have to have belief and you have to have confidence. And even after failure, you have to rebuild. And that's the true belief in yourself. I've failed so many different times. So many times I've failed. And the belief in yourself is what's going to push you across that finish line. So this one is consistency. I believe consistency is also is a great equalizer. Yes. I'm sorry. Did I miss something or?
No, we can't see your screen.
You can't hear me.
No, we can. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. You can.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I'll talk about consistency. Because a lot of you guys are talented coders. You'll probably be talented entrepreneurs. But talent also, you need to get attention. Consistency builds your legacy. Small consistency, consistent actions compounds into big impact. Every single day, you have to be working on your SaaS. You have to be talking to customers. This is where I believe everything starts. Is the consistency over and over and over and over again in building, right? You want to show up even when no one else is watching. And lastly, what you guys are building is not just code. You're building legacy. Your story, your skill, and your consistency will separate you. And your story is your superpower. Okay. Now I just wanted to, I just wanted to show you guys that presentation because along this journey, I started my tech company. We started developing last July. It was not any vibe coding back then, and I hired developers from India coding. So in that year, I've learned so much. But you guys are building products, right? And in building products, I would say the most thing that you guys need to be doing besides building, bring your product out and launch your products to the world. One of the most important things that I did was talk to customers, right? And I did it slowly. Like I just talked to customers every single day in order to get clarity because we all have these visions, right? We say, all right, well, we need this feature. We're adding this feature. I want this feature. And none of those features mattered if the user was not going to use the product or the feature, right? So talking to customers and getting a really, really good grasp on what the customers want, that is going to help you scale and actually help you build the best product for your user, okay? Does anybody have any questions at this point right now? Because I did want to kind of make it interactive. I just didn't want to just continue to talk and talk and talk. Any questions? Anybody want to? Okay. Hold on a second. Let me go into here.
They're just taking attendance. You guys should ask
I'm
questions.
sorry.
I said they're just taking attendance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I would love to know what you guys are building, and you know. Okay, awesome. We have Elizabeth. She would like to participate.
Yes, hello.
Hey, how are you, Elizabeth? Nice to meet you.
It's my pleasure. So I'm currently working on an application to help tailors to manage clients and save measurements.
Okay.
I integrated AI into the app, and as at yesterday, I don't know why I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
Okay, so I gave it out to my beta testers yesterday, and they gave me nice reviews. They really liked it.
Okay.
They gave me some suggestions. So I told them they have a week to test the application, and I intend to go forward with it, start a fashion tech company with it.
Okay.
But I don't know what to do after, how to launch, how to market it, because I don't do content.
Right.
I don't have any investors, because I also noticed that I will need people, maybe 2 to 3 employees, to help me to make the app better.
Okay.
So those are the challenges I'm currently facing. So how do I navigate them?
Okay. So what would you say is your biggest challenge? Your biggest challenge, marketing.
Yes, I'm making it better.
Okay. And what are you building on? How are you building it?
I used React, JavaScript. I had coded the application. I built a mobile app and a web app.
Okay. And who is your ICP, your ideal customer profile?
tailors, fashion designers, fashion innovators.
Okay. Okay. So, and you don't make content.
I've not started, but I intend to start making content.
Okay, because that was what that was what I was going to tell you. I don't think anyone that's building something should not be making content. They should be making content because we are in the age of interest media. So if you're making content around your ICP, your ideal customers, the interest from social media will find your customers, right? And it's just about you telling the story of your company and telling what problem you're actually solving as good as possible through social media. Like I said, like in that presentation, it's talking about like the opportunity, because the opportunity that you guys have, I mean, that we all have, I mean, it's just massive that, you can make videos, or you can make content, whether it be carousels, uh, and reach your customers, that you're trying to solve their problem. So with that, and I think this is, you know, and I'm not sure whether you are looking for investors or that's something wanted to try to go out and do. Um,
Yes.
okay, I'm opposed to bring. I'm actually opposed to bringing on investors, especially at an early stage. I think traction and making some type of revenue is best, and marketing and storytelling is going to be in social media is going to be your best asset.
Okay.
Uh, and once you but once you take some things off of the table, say you just say, all right, I'm taking off whether I'm going to go fundraise, and this is the way I have to do it. You will figure out the best way to market even without any money. Um, and that's been the best way that I've seen, not just myself but other founders. We're just at a point where I don't think we should be taking on money and changing our ideas, maybe to scale and maybe to go faster when you have some revenue. But I think you should really, really hone in on um, social media and marketing that way. And I hope I was able to give you a little bit of value there. Um,
Okay.
And so he like reached out to me and some other guys, because I even like introduced some of my tech friends to him. Yeah, so we
mhm.
are going to be building a fintech solution, something that like it has not been in existence, like it doesn't exist. So this product is promising to be very grand. Yeah, so it like sent like a partnership document, and I feel like what I'm going to be getting and my other friends and the other developers are going to be getting like is not enough. Sorry, I just want to ask that what are the things involved in um, building a startup. Yeah, so maybe this will help me reason with him. Probably the percentage is going to be giving us at the end of the day. But I feel is not enough. Yeah, so I just want to know, because I know definitely it's going to spend do some other things like registration and some other essentials. Yeah, so but it's not like paying us anything till the product start getting like real users and they start getting rewards. So, and I feel like the percentage is so very little compared to what is going to be getting alone. So I don't know, what are the things you think I should look out for in order to consider if is actually getting too much or it is fair. Yeah.
Okay. What's the current terms that you have now with this person? And is this person an investor, or are you building the startup? Like, as far as when I say building, are you coding the startup? Are you going to be running the operations? Are you going to be doing the marketing? What is and what type of deal
Yeah,
have you worked on?
yeah, like I now I'm a back-end developer.
Okay, you're a
Yeah, like
back end developer.
yeah, in the team there are two backends and about six front end developers. Yeah, and we are
Okay.
going to be building from scratch. Like nothing exists before now. So we are going to be
Okay.
building like majorly everything. He is like a project manager. Yeah. So I don't know if
Okay.
like what we're getting is going to be, yeah.
Okay. So all right. Okay. So you're saying he's a project manager. You guys are building this together. You have a couple back ends. You have six. You said I think six front ends.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah.
Okay. So are you guys a team?
Not before now. We met, but I know like one person. I brought one person to the team. No, but before now, I've not met any of them. Just a person, somebody. Yeah.
Okay. And you are the actual founder.
No, no. He brought the idea. Yeah. So we brainstormed and
Oh.
like,
Okay. So
yeah,
he brought the idea.
yeah, 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 exactly. Yeah,
Okay. 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 I apologize. Um. Okay. He brought the idea. Um. It sounds like that's. I think that's. It sounds like that's a question for him actually. Uh. But it sounds like you may be he may be founder and you may be co-founder, and if you're bringing on the development team, right? Uh,
yeah, yeah.
do you break do you break up the percentages, because if they're not, obviously you're not going to pay your development team, right?
Sure, sure. Yeah. We're just going to be depending on like when the pro start getting something like
Okay,
after
so when
development.
okay, so okay, so in that case I'll say this. Um, it sounds like you need to make an agreement, a founder co-founder agreement. And then for everyone that you bring in, it sounds like you guys need to work out a small type of percentage for them as well. Okay. Um, and just build it together. Me me personally, uh, I believe that when people are building something together and it's nothing, it's only idea, everyone should have equal equity. Because if this person that comes with the idea, he has more equity than the back end like you, um, then it's not fair. And when you start a company, I think it's right off the bat, all of these things should be fair, equal equity and things like that. And I hope I kind of answered your question, because I don't want to really go too much into, because I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
the
I
structure.
understand. Yeah, understand. Well, I've been trying to think about it. I've been trying to be broken excuses that is going to be having to spend some kind of extra money on the project, but it's not paying us for now.
Hmm.
Then so I don't know. Yeah. Well,
Well,
I'm going to try to talk to him.
yeah. Well, so again, you guys don't have a product right now. You guys are building something.
Yeah, we
It's a
don't
great
have a
it's a
problem.
it's right. It's a great idea. Right. So this is where most startups start. We have ideas. All right. Well, we're trying to solve a problem. Right. He came to the idea, but he cannot build it without the coders, without the back end, without the
Developers.
front end.
Yeah, sure.
Correct. Right. So
Yeah,
if I'm you, I would go to him and I would say, I would love to, if you believe in this company and you want to build this company with him, and he cannot pay you to be a contractor, he can't pay your team to be a contractor, you should say, and you like the project and you want to go on a long run with the project, I would say, let's work out an equity deal and become founder and co-founder and give points to each of your people on your team, so they can also benefit as well, until you guys start making money off of the platform.
all right, all right.
I,
Thank you
I,
very much.
and I hope that helped.
Sure, sure. Makes sense. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, all right, no problem. Miracle.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm cool. Thank you for your presentation. It's really good.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much, man, for taking out your time to come listen. Tell everybody what you're building, and I would love to hear your question.
Yeah, so I'm building a product named Chasing AI, and basically the product is just for healthcare management
Can you,
system.
can you speak up a little
Sorry,
bit? I'm sorry.
okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me disconnect my Bluetooth. Yeah, can you hear me better now?
Oh yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great.
All right, all right. So as I was saying, I said I'm building a product named Chasing AI, and the product is for healthcare management system for sending automated reminders to their patients. You know, the problems we have nowadays is that some doctors, some nurses, they don't follow back with their patients. So I'm trying to build an AI automated system that help them record their patients follow up details, and also get AI insights on how the patient is faring and doing. So my question now is that I'm trying to like, although I've been like pushing it to the public, I'm trying to like, I don't know how to get the targeted audience to use the platform, like the hospitals or the healthcare system um, services or the clinics to use that exact platform. So that's my question for you now. How can I like market it out and get the right audience? Because I know this is like a good idea to build.
We're okay. That's a great question. I really like it. I really like what you're building. Um, where are you located?
Where am I located? I'm in Nigeria.
Okay, you're in Nigeria. Okay,
Yeah.
and okay, so I'll ask the same question as I asked the other young lady. Who is your ideal customer profile? Who is your ICP? If you were to say, what does your customer look like?
Yeah, my customer are just the healthcare system. That is both the doctors, the nurses, the every individual in the into the healthcare ecosystem.
Okay, so that's the problem that you have right now. You're saying your customer is everybody. Your customer is not everybody. All right. Um. So it's going to be initially you're going to have a little task, and it's going to be hard because you're not able to identify who that first customer is. Who's going to pay for your product? Is it going to be the doctor's office? Is it going to be the hospital? Is it going to be the nurse? So because nurses are contractors, right? So they work for somebody. So unless they have a private practice, then they aren't your customer. You have to identify who's going to pay for this product for the recipients, for the patients, right? And that's where you need to start at. It's not for everybody. The use may be for everybody, right? The product may be used, but that's not your ideal customer. You have to think of who's going to pay you in order to use this product. Is it for just say in the United States, is it insurance? Is it the insurance companies that you're going to in order to have their patients use your product? Is it the hospital that you're contracting with in order to have them have their patients use your product? So you need to get very, very clear and dial in on where you're going to get the money, where your customers are. So those are the people that you need to target in order to talk to, in order to prove out your product that it works. I think you have a good idea. However, you're saying your product is for everybody, but your product is not for everybody because you have to find out who is the customer and who is going to pay for it. Is the one patient that needs it, are they going to pay for it? Or like I said, is it an insurance company? Is it the hospital? Is it the doctor's office? That's a question for you to figure out in your, in your startup. That's where you need to start from. But you need to dial down and not say everybody's my customer, because if everybody's your customer, you have no customer. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense now to me.
Okay. Any other questions? Any other way that I can add value in that?
No. Okay. So my other question now is if I get the right audience, how will I then like come out to them and show them the product?
So, I mean, the easy way is, I mean, do demos on Loom, right, of the product. Look, building a startup is talking to a lot of people. You have to talk to a lot of people. You have to do demos for a lot of people. I'm still doing demos to this day, finding customers, finding organizations. I sell to athletes, but I also sell to schools and organizations, right, that have athletes, right? But an athlete, I can go to an athlete and say, to an athlete or the athlete's parent and say, hey, let me do a demo for you. But it's less money if I do single demos, right? But if I do a demo for an organization, they may pay for 50 athletes, right? So I have to go and do research, and I have to identify where the organization is at. Is it schools, or through social media by telling my story, attract single athletes or parents that may want to have their athlete use the platform. And I do that by just doing demos. Every single day I'm doing demos for organizations and athletes. So you need to be able to put together a demo of how your product works, how it solves the problem that the patients have, right? And you need to go and find the ICP, and you need to do demos for them. That's literally how you do it.
All right, all right. Cool. Thank you very much.
Okay. You're welcome. I would love to hear from a couple more people and answer some questions about what you guys are building. Anyone brave enough to come talk to me?
Hi, Azam.
Toby. Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you. You too. I'm Toby from Nigeria. Hi, everyone. Um, I am currently building the platform. It's more like a platform where businesses can hire AI assistants for their business. They
Mm-hmm.
can this assistant can, you know, it's more like a chat bot. It's more like a chat GPT bot personalized to their business. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's just the definition of that product in a nutshell. But my
Okay.
question to you is the subscription model of this product is a pay as you go, like pay as you use. Because
Pay as you
being
use.
being a chatbot, you have to like originally you have to pay for tokens and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the best subscription model for this product is to be pay as you go, right?
Okay.
Now, being a startup, I mean, I run this alone, yeah, and I feel like um, I might, I don't know if I should change the subscription model to like a fixed payment, maybe like a monthly payment, because if my users might not be my users might not be um, buying credits. It's like a credit um, subscription model from my platform. So my user might not be buying enough credits for me to be able to keep the platform going. Yeah. So,
Right.
but I still feel like the best subscription model should be pay as you go. But I don't think it is sustainable enough for me because being a startup and I run it alone, and obviously I need to pay for to keep the platform going. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in the middle of maybe going into to debt, hoping that the platform succeeds in the future because I still need to like subscribe to keep the platform going, right?
Right.
I think my user, at least at first, might not be buying enough for me to keep it going. So I don't know.
Right.
What would you suggest? Do you think I
Yeah.
should change the subscription model to like a monthly based thing so that I
Yeah.
can, look forward to a fixed payment from my users? What do you think?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. That's a great question. I only think that pay as you go will work if you have a lot of volume, and the problem that you're solving is really really big, and they absolutely need to use your product. Um, but then if you think pay as you go, first thing if I think of pay as you go, I think of it probably can get pretty expensive. Instead of just a flat fee for me to do the things that solve whatever problem that I'm trying to solve, right? And then and then and then just continue on a monthly basis, because if I need to solve that problem every single month, then I'm still going to be you won't fall into churn, right? Um, but if you kind of just pay as you go, you kind of like, all right, well, I can just use it and I can just leave. So I just use it one time, pay you depending on the price. If the price is good enough for me, right, and then I wouldn't really need your product anymore, right? Um, I don't think pay as you go is a long term sustainable uh business model, unless you have just a lot of like a lot of volume, and you're solving a big enough problem where they absolutely need it right then and there, right? Um, that's my initial thoughts. We can talk through it a little bit. Uh,
Yeah, it actually makes sense. Makes sense. I got your point there. It makes sense. All right. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
all right, awesome, awesome. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Anyone else? Anyone else? Any marketing questions? Any marketing questions? I've been a marketer for a very long time. I've worked with a lot of big companies. So I really, really know marketing very, very well. So any marketing questions that Khalid would love to hear from you. Elizabeth,
Hello,
hi,
can you hear
Khalid.
me?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
How are
okay.
you?
I'm fine. I'm good. So I'm Khalid from Nigeria, Lagos to be precise, and my
Okay.
team and I were building an agri-tech application. It's like a marketplace for raw agri products. So it's the idea stems from trying to reduce the middlemen, because most times in Africa, or at least in the local places where the farmers uh once they make they farm their product and get their harvest, they find it difficult to get the buyers. And most times the few buyers that or the buyers that are coming tend to like buy at a lower price from them and sell at a higher price. That way, it makes the prices of agri products produce higher than it should be, and the farmers themselves are underpaid. So,
Okay.
uh, having a way to uh, connect the buyers, the real buyers, and the farmer is what we're building. So my concern now is I have two concerns. The first one is most of the farmers are not really that tech
Right.
savvy. So trying to get them to make use of the app is my first concern.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hoping to maybe we'll just have to make like a video tutorial inside the app where it will teach, like show them how to make use of it in several dialects, maybe like in local
Right.
dialects. So
Right.
that's for that. Now, the second part or the second concern that I have is um so the first one is how to build for trust.
For sure.
We're trying to make the payment. The buyer doesn't get the buyer gets his product before the money is released to the farmer, just in case some people tend to like put I have a product, you put a picture and everything. So the second
Mhm.
problem I have now is in there are some situations whereby some produce like perishable produce. So you might want to sell your item as quickly as possible. So you might not want to like have them at home or store them for a very long time
Mhm. Mhm.
while
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
perish. So
Yeah. Yeah. It's
so
perishables.
now
Yeah.
I'm thinking, is it not right to give those who have their they've already harvested, they have the pictures of their harvest, and let's say for those perishable items now, let's say you're expecting your harvest, let's say in a month or in 2 weeks time. Do you think it's okay to let them also advertise those products so that they can get a buyer and liaise with the buyers as at the time they are harvesting, they can ship it to the buyer, or it should just only be products that have been harvested? That's just my question.
Man, that's a great question. That's a great question. First, I need to know a little bit more. As far as because it's a two-part question. So, um, as far as the farmers, I would say, is it a how like how big is this market? That's the first question I would ask, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to eliminate the middle person and go from direct to consumers for the farmers, right? Without the middle person buying,
Yeah,
purchasing it from low from a farmer, and then they are hiking the price more. So you want the farmer to take more of that market share, right?
exactly.
Okay. So my first question is like how like because I think you do have a problem because most farmers are not going to be um tech savvy. However, like
Yeah,
the world we're in, I think everybody should have some type of tech savvy. Everybody has these phones, so I'm pretty sure most farmers can watch a video. I'm pretty sure most farmers would want to make more money, so that's part of your draw, right? Um,
yeah,
you're going to have a problem if with that middle person, if that's their main source of income and they're saying, hey, I'm hiking these prices up, so you're almost eliminating an industry, right? So that possibly could become a problem. um but the answer to your first question is, like I said, how many farmers, is it a lot of farmers? First off, how big is that market?
it's very big. Like it should be.
Okay.
Let's use Nigeria as a for as an example. We have lots of farmers, so it's a
Okay.
very large market base. Yeah,
Okay. So that okay, that's one side of it. That's good, right? Because and most farmers probably don't work alone, right? So you again, that ICP I was talking to some of the other people about, like, so you have your ICP, right? So
yeah.
where does your money come from? Do you take a percentage from the transaction? Do you take do you take do you take a percentage from, or do the farmers pay you to come onto the platform? What's the business model? How do you make money?
Okay, so I'm going to make money from a little percentage from the business, like, or either I'm still thinking either it's just going to be a fixed amount or a certain percentage of the sales. So I'm still was still the market or how we see the uh, the engagement from the farmers will determine if we should just have a fixed amount, maybe a little
Mhm.
token, so it won't feel like okay, we are also the
Yeah,
middlemen,
that's what. That was
or we're having.
that was the next thing I was going to say. Is I was like, well, it's almost like you're taking the same middleman type of position if if you charge them a certain way, right? Um,
Yeah.
but like I said, maybe it's a transaction fee depending on the volume. Um, the second answer to your question, because I want to get to this last person before we close out. The second part of your question, I think it's both, right? If they have a harvest that's coming up, right? I think they should be able to pre-sell that harvest, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But then but I also believe they should also be able to sell goods that they have on hand, right?
Okay.
Because the reason why I said they should be able to pre-sell that harvest is because
Yeah.
they could possibly, a farmer could possibly have their harvest completely paid for if it's on your platform and people can pre-buy it and they know it's going to be fresh from that,
Oh.
and you can start a relationship right there and merge those two together. However, if they do have something that they're growing weekly or something like that they have on hand, they should also be able to sell that as well. So and I really I like this business. I don't know how big it could possibly be, but um I think if you cut out the middle person, man, I don't know you guys politics, but that's that's what we're here for, is to make things easier and to cut out like taxi drivers and how Uber did to taxi drivers and things like that. They just made it much more convenient for people to just order a car. I think you have something, but I hope I answered both of your questions.
Yeah, you did. Thank you. I appreciate.
Okay, no problem. Good luck, man. So go ahead, fellow. Introduce yourself, and I'm be happy to answer. Try to answer your question. Hopefully, it's in marketing and stuff like that,
Okay.
and not code.
Yeah, good evening.
How are you? How are you? Good
Good,
evening.
I'm good. My name is Bartholomew from Abuja.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, the federal capital of Nigeria. Yeah, like my question, like, is kind of a question and an advice like I need from you, and how to be on the right path towards like what I'm doing and how I could achieve and how I could do well. You get. So
Okay.
I have an agro firm. I have an agro firm, that is an agricultural firm in Abuja precisely. You understand? Where people invest, where people invest and make the investment work for them. You understand? Like
Okay.
instead of you going to the farm, you can actually invest in our agro firm. We farm for you. We deal with both crop production and animal production. You understand? We rear animal and
Okay.
crop production. So we do those things. And we have
Okay.
farm estate too, where we farm varieties and all of that. And that is not the only thing we do. You understand? Like we have other services. You understand? Which if I say
Mhm.
I'll list them, like it take the whole day. You understand? Services like farm revitalization, like consultancy. You get setting up farm and all of that. You get. So I'm asking, like, what will I do, like to be visible for more investors, like to come in and all of that. I have a site already, like kind of e-commerce site whereby you could order, like you could order online with take
Mhm.
whatever order to your door and all of that you get. And
Yeah. So
yeah,
you know, so Yeah, I mean, so I can answer this very very
Okay.
easily. I
Okay.
like, okay, so you're actually doing this, right?
Yeah.
You have a site. This is going on. This is happening right now.
Yeah. I have this like.
Like, right. So I fail to understand why, like, you would not like start with documenting and showing this and showing the actual process of this, because that's going to be your most powerful vehicle of marketing.
Okay.
Showing the actual process is going to be your most powerful vehicle of marketing. I'm sure
Okay.
you have a phone, you have a site, you should be documenting and putting and telling the story of what you're building. And
Okay.
I'll say this to everyone. Like, this is going to be your most powerful vehicle, because like, if we look, like, okay, all of us, we have startups, right?
Yeah.
We're all trying to build something that we're probably passionate about, we want to make money from, what we have expertise in, right? What makes you different from someone else that's doing the exact same thing? What makes you different is how you do it, your story, and if you're documenting it,
Okay.
and how you put your videos together.
Okay.
That's going to be your liaison to getting investors, and showing them what's actually happening behind the scenes. It's the easiest way to do it.
Okay.
It's better than a pitch deck. It's better than a face-to-face meeting, because that the face-to-face meeting, if they're coming to your place, I'm not sure if it gets better than that. But if you're showing the process, even in a face-to-face meeting, you can't show everything of what's happening. You only can show what's happening, what's going on right then and there. But if you're
Yeah.
able to put together and document what's happening along the way and put together videos of that process, that's going to be your best marketing vehicle of the crops,
Okay.
of the customers that you're interacting with, of the people that you're growing things for. You understand?
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I come to you and I say, yo, I want to grow pineapples, and you guys do it for me, documenting that complete transaction, and you actually give me a bunch of pineapples, is the most powerful, and I paid you for it. That's your most
Yeah.
powerful marketing vehicle right there.
Okay.
Again,
Yeah.
I told you the answer, buddy. Like literally, I told you, you have to get it. You have to gain attention.
Okay.
And you have to show it, unless you're making a lot of money, like, and people are not knocking your door down to give you money. You have to get attention for what you're doing, and the only
Okay.
way to get attention is if you already have money and you're
Okay.
displaying that, or you have to get organic social. You have to become and tell that story of what you're trying to do, and you have to be consistent, and you have to do it over and over and over and over and over again, and build your business.
Okay.
Everything is so
Okay.
competitive right now.
Okay.
It's not going to be a global person that's just going to come and say, hey, I'm going to invest into your business. It's just not going, that's not going to happen. And I'm not going to, like, just
Okay.
sugarcoat and say that's going to happen. You have to build your
Okay.
business. We all have to build our business. It's hard. You have to be consistent. You have to gain attention, and you have to tell your story on social media. That's going to be
Okay.
your best bet in showing and documenting what you're doing. And
Okay.
I I I I hope that helped. But you have a it sounds like you have something that's really really attractive, and if you can show that, and if you can
Yeah.
communicate that, you
Yeah.
possibly could get global people to come in to partner with you. But it has to be big enough for somebody to want
Yeah.
to take a risk and know that they're going to get their money back, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. I hope you guys got some value from this. Um, I don't mind any of you guys reaching out to me through email or anything like that. I'm or following me on Instagram and asking me questions. I'm glad to answer them. No problem. I'm not sure, Jennifer, if you can give everybody my Instagram or something like that. You guys can follow me on Instagram. I would love to answer questions. Just hit me in a DM. You can um, or email, and I would love to help out any way that I can.
Yeah,
All right.
no problem. I will do that. Please, can you help us out? Can you answer one last question?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's do
Thank you so
it.
much. Okay,
Absolutely.
Gideon, you can unmute your mic.
Good day. Thank you. Can I go ahead?
Gideon, how are you? How are you?
I'm
How are
good.
you?
How are you?
I'm great, man. Having a good time here. Tell everybody where you're from and tell
Yeah.
us what you're building, and we'd love to answer your question.
Okay. My name is Gideon from Nigeria.
Okay.
I've been listening from the very beginning of the program till this time, and the last the last person that spoke, actually, he spoke my mind. Those are the line of business that I am interested in, the line of startup and the line of business that I'm interested in. So I don't know if there is a way we can connect better since we are in the same path. I'm directly speaking to the person that spoke before me now. If we can connect better and work together. And secondly, I really, really appreciate you for the value. I have been documenting things, dropping notes, and it will definitely help my business in a very beautiful way. So I really want to appreciate you and the team. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Yeah,
Thank you.
fellow, you should get with Gideon, and you guys should do business together, and you should document it, and you should take this video right here. If you guys do business, right, and you guys build a successful company, you should take this video clip that of both of you guys and getting together, and you should use that as the foundation and tell that story when you guys are massively successful. Okay. Um, and you
Okay.
should also use that same clip as something to say, hey, we just partnered and we're starting together and we met through this avenue right here. Everything is about story, guys. All right. And everyone has a unique story. And I believe that would be a really, really good kickoff for you guys in order to, like I said, clip that part where you're talking and you're asking for advice, and then Gideon, you saying, "Hey, I'm talking directly to the last guy, and I want to get into that business, and I would love to partner. And if you guys make that happen, that you should be using that whatever clip to put on social media to tell the story and use that as a story beat." Okay.
Thank you so much. And we'll be reaching out
Okay,
to you. Thank you for releasing your social media handle. We can be reaching out to you, me and him, on our processes and guidance from you also.
Absolutely. Would love to. If you need, like I said, social media help and things like that, would love to help.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Hey, Jennifer,
Yes, I can hear you.
um, is it any way that I can get a copy of this video?
Yes, yes. I'll send it to you
Okay.
maybe next week.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. I really hope I gave you guys some value, and good luck on everything. I'm rooting for you guys, and hopefully, maybe I can meet some of you guys if I come to Africa.
That would be great. That would be great. So, guys, his
So,
social media handle is on the chat box. So, please, if you want to reach out to him, you can reach out to him on X. Follow his social media handle and, follow his journey too. So you can learn from it because I learned a lot. I I've been building in public too, and I can tell you for sure that building in public is the number one thing that I can
the
always
number one thing.
emphasize on. Because building in public, if you're looking for where you can post your products, where you want to like sell your products. You don't sell your product at home, or you don't sell your product by just going to TV channels to sell your product. You sell your product by coming on social media every single day and talk about your product. By then, people can see you, people can know this person. Okay, this is Jennifer, the owner of Her Mama. I know this person, I've been following this guy's journey. So you can invest in this person. This person is the best person for the business. If you understand that kind of a thing and you do it in public, you get that kind of thing, no problem. That's why I told you guys to join Precious Talk last week, but you guys didn't join Precious Talk last week. Every talk that we've been having, if you listen to every talk we've been having, we're talking about building in public. Please, if you guys lead this internship after 2 months, please learn something. If you don't learn programming, if you don't learn how to build, just learn one thing. Tell your story outside, not to your family members, because
Yes,
your family members don't understand what you are building. Tell your story to people
absolutely.
online. So build yourself that way so people will see you, and you know how to stress yourself on marketing your product. If you have over 20,000 followers online right now, you can just come and talk about your product and everybody will flood in. Come to come and check your products. If you don't know how to market
For
it,
sure.
people will help you to market it by reposting. People will help you to market it by talking about it, giving good reviews. So please,
Hmm.
thank you
Hmm.
very much, Has. I learned a lot
Yeah.
and I really appreciate
Yes. I Yeah, no problem, no problem. It's a pleasure of mine. She's so right. Please, you have such an opportunity to build to build in public, to build online. Your family is not your customers. Your customers are all over the world. We are all so connected. It's no excuse. Please, your story is your unique proposition and what you're building, what you care about. Start building online today and do not stop and be consistent. That is your way to changing your complete life completely around. It is no barrier. It is no um, gatekeeper anymore, right? You can, if you're building something dope, you have a dope story. Trust me, all I do is make money online. That's all I do. It's no place that I go to make money. I only make money online. So thank you guys.
it. Okay, thank you so much.